final race of the night, and it will be Matt Cook lining up on reverse grid pole position ahead of Anil Singh on the front row of the grid. Tim Ellis and Mark Greenhow, keep an eye out for them on the second row of the grid. They've been very rapid this week. Lucas Raskowitz and Ryan Sedgwick on the third row of the grid. Then comes Fritz Smith and Alexander Dobertsberger. He's got to be out for a little bit of redemption after his feature race error from second place. Then comes Alex Jonesma and Danny Henney in the top 10. Then Alex Smith, James Gill, Gregoire Gomez, Sam Swallow, Carl Power, Colin Ward, Matt Trumpets, Sam Harper, David Hatton, and Jose O'Donnell. That is the top 20 for the third and final race of the night. And here come the lights now. Engine notes rise, and we are green once again for the third and final time tonight. A good start is made by Matt Cook from reverse grid pole position, but Mark Greenhow immediately trying to get stuck in there on the inside. And up on the inside there is Anil Singh trying to get through, and I think Greenhow's been caught out. There was a spinner right at the apex of turn one as everybody concertinaed up. It's Tim Ellis who's emerged the best out of that. He's in second place from the second row of the grid. Still Matt Cook that leads. I think Greenhow just about got away with that little nudge at the apex of the first corner, maybe only with slight front wing damage. But Tim Ellis already on the back of our race leader now as they head through turns 5 and 6 for the first time in this race. Ellis surely going to be mounting the pressure, and Kyle Power with the opening lap of the century is up in 8th place from 15th on the grid, looking at the back of Gregoire Gomez. And this time I think it's Danny Henney who's had the shocker. He's down in 18th. Incredible drama on this opening lap as we see Mark Greenhow here getting right up on the back of Anil Singh for third place. Still Ellis sits there in second. We just saw a Greenhow trying to look up on the inside there. He's got Alexander Dobertsberger in his mirrors as well. Remember, Dobertsberger was running in second place when he made that error on the kink with the DRS open, and it cost him big time as Tim Ellis has gone into the lead down the straight. Got a very good run out of the last corner, I think. There he is, out on track, consolidating that place now, as up on the inside goes Dobertsberger for third. I think it's caused a bit of pandemonium down the chicane. Everybody seems to be going very slowly on the exit there. Everybody seems to be in third place at the moment. So there's Anil Singh. Gregoire Gomez gets up on the inside of Dobertsberger at the final corner. There's an absolute gaggle of cars trying to make their way through. Carl Power lost a place in all of that. Here comes Dobertsberger up on the inside now as Gomez tries to get third place away from Anil Singh, locking up his brakes, and poor Anil Singh gets pushed out wide there. And is that Greenhow trying to get up on the inside as well on Dobertsberger? It is. This is absolutely fantastic racing, complete pack action that we are seeing here in this reverse grid race. As Greenhow going for a spin and just avoided Kyle Power there. That could have been absolutely disastrous for Power. So here is Dobertsberger here in 5th place, and now trying to find his way through on Anil Singh for 4th, and getting up on the inside there into the hairpin. So it's all calmed down a little bit now that spin from Greenhow has separated this pack out just a wee bit. There's Power in 6th. He'll be the next car to line up. Anil Singh as well. So Dobertsberger coming through turn 11 now onto the straight. Carl Power waiting in the wings. Gregoire Gomez in third place in the meanwhile is caught right up to the back of Matt Cook. And now Matt Cook, a mistake there into the chicane, slow off the corner, and it's an easy pass for Gregoire Gomez to get through into second place. So we have Tim Ellis leading from Gregoire Gomez, the gap 2.4 seconds as they come over the timing line to finish lap 2. And there is, I'd say, plenty of time for Gomez here to try and close in on Tim Ellis, who's just on the fastest lap of the race while Gomez was making his way through the pack and just has to go defensive into turn 1. So now we're going to see what Gomez and Ellis are made of, as Dobertsberger's gone through into third place as well. and that gap is already coming down. I can tell you, looking at the timing screens, it's already down to 2 seconds. It's only been half a lap since Gomez consolidated that second place. Game very much on for Gregoire Gomez, who's had a very shaky start to his Formula Renault 3.5 campaign, being incredibly fast, but he's made 2 errors so far in the 2 races we've had tonight, and all from good positions as well. He lost out on a podium in the feature race, and now he is closing down Tim Ellis for the lead of the race. Gap down to 1.7 seconds already. As we see, Power's now made his way up into 4th place. He's only 1.4 seconds behind Dobbelsberger as well for a spot on the podium. Danny Henny is on the recovery meanwhile. He's in 15th place. I say that, Danny Henny heading for the pits. Why is Danny Henny heading for the pits? He must have a damaged car, because he's nowhere near the incident point limit that gets you a drive-through penalty. So it must be a damaged car for Danny Henny, and this race is going from bad to worse for the 3-time champion. Into the pits he goes. He'll use the fast repair that you're allowed to use. And my oh my, Danny Henny just wanted to bag some points, and you know, he did the job in the feature race. Got the win there, but it's been a pretty difficult night for him since then, with having to run off in the sprint race. Had a spin as well, and now this disastrous start to the second sprint race of the night, and down in 24th place. So further up the order, Gregoire Gomez has reduced the deficit to just 1.5 seconds now, but Dobbelsberger's going with him here. Dobbelsberger running good pace, actually, lapping in the high 42s. We'll see what they do, what the times are as they come across the timing line here, because they're definitely closing down race leader Tim Ellis. And I think Dobbelsberger was the fastest, and does the fastest lap of the race, actually. Yes, a 41.996. Dobbelsberger's absolutely flying out there at the moment, but he's got Gregoire Gomez between him and his eventual target of Tim Ellis, and we've still got 7 laps to see how this all unfolds. But Dobbelsberger here running a very good form indeed. Can he find a way past the Frenchman Gregoire Gomez? Heading through turns 5 and 6 once again. Seen very different lines being used here. Some people preferring to use a bit more of the track through the left-hander. Others preferring to keep it a bit tighter and open up the right. And it has all come down to driver preference, actually. But it's one of the closest battles on track at the moment. Dobbelsberger maybe just waiting for an opportunity here, because he knows that Gomez has made mistakes, but he knows that he knows himself has made mistakes tonight as well. He'll be very wary of using the DRS through the kink at turn 13 now on this back straight. This was the site of his race-destroying incident in the feature race, trying to get around Carl Power for the lead of the race. You see them close up through the chicane, riding the bumps on the exit as well, through the bump of this final corner as well. And it's almost fitting that we're racing here tonight with Brad Philpott racing here on the Nordschleife in real life this weekend, as well as we ride on board with Alex Dobbelsberger in 3rd place as he chases down Gregoire Gomez for 2nd place, with plenty of tyre smoke as they go through the first corner. Absolutely loving the onboards and these new cars. They look amazing. They sound amazing. Definitely a good move for the championship to move up into these fierce machines, powered by a 3.5 litre V8 producing 530 brake horsepower, a sharp rise from the 220 brake horsepower unit that we were using in the F3 cars for the last 3 seasons. Tim Ellis closing in being closed in on. The gap is under a second now, lap 6 of 11. And even though Dobbelsberger is closer to Gomez, but Gomez is dragging Dobbelsberger with him and closing in on Ellis for the lead of the race. Last time around, Gomez was some 0.6 of a second quicker, and Dobbelsberger just matching, just under a tenth slower than Gomez, but he's very close now as they head down the back straight. Once again, is Dobbelsberger in striking distance here. He's going for a move up the inside into the chicane, and an awful moment to have a blip there on his internet. I think that may have actually helped him complete the move, because surely Gomez will have gone, well, where's he gone? I can't see him. I can't just turn into the corner. And actually, that slight ghosting moment there from Dobbelsberger might have just secured him second place. Unbelievable. The joys of sim racing. So lap 7 of 11 now, and Dobbelsberger's found himself in second place, and this could be a game changer because he looks to be the fastest of the top 3 at the moment, and he's got clean air. 1.4 seconds between himself and race leader Tim Ellis as Gomez locks up a break there into turn 3. And just starting to fall off the back of Dobbelsberger now for second place. So it looks like a duel now between Ellis and Dobbelsberger for the win. Can Gomez hang on to his podium place as well, because Kyle Power is closing in as well. He's only 1.6 behind as well. Battle further back. Danny Henney here making his way up. He's into 19th place. We've got a battle for the gold class lead as well in 5th place overall, which is being disputed by Matt Cook, our reverse grid pole sitter in this race, and Anil Singh, who started on the front row of the grid as well. So they're still line astern in this race, actually. And this is for the gold class lead, with Cook currently taking those honours at the moment. But still 4 laps to go in this race. We also have a battle for the silver class lead as well. We're in 10th place overall, which is actually for second in class, sorry, because Ryan Sedgwick and Ivan Anderson here are only split by 0.6 of a second. James Gill still has the silver class lead in 7th place overall. I think that's going to be, it's either going to be 2 or 3 victories in class for him tonight. A very good start to his campaign, and is making his debut in the championship as well with Mr. Apex iRacing. So cracking job done here by James Gill, the youngster, who's got our race 2 winner, Jose O'Donnell, closing in on him as well in 7th and 8th. Mark Greenhow just behind them as well. Lead gap is back down to 1 second in the meantime. We're on lap 8 of 11, and Dobbelsberger took another half a second out of our race leader. Last time around it was a 42.5 for Ellis, 42 flat for Dobbelsberger, and Gomez ended up dropping a little bit of pace there as well. Kyle Power in the meanwhile in 4th place, doesn't seem to be closing in on Gomez really. He matched the Frenchman last time around with a 42.4. So that gap kind of holding steady at the moment. So I think it would take a mistake from Gomez to lose this podium spot at this juncture. But Dobbelsberger's taken another huge chunk, half a second again. The gap now only half a second as they exit the chicane. I dare say Dobbelsberger will have used up a little bit of DRS there to try and close down the gap. Will he have any left when he gets up to the back of Ellis to try and make the pass? That is going to be the crucial question, because surely Ellis will have saved his up. 3 laps to go then. Lap 9 of 11 now. And we have a battle for the lead once again. And it's between our platinum drivers, Tim Ellis and Alexander Dobbelsberger, the drivers who finished 4th and 5th in the championship last season at the end of the F3 Cup. Both of them multiple race winners in this in our various series. Dobbelsberger with 7 wins to his name in the F3 Cup. Tim Ellis as well with 2 wins to his name as well. And both of them have been with us since the very early days of Missed Apex iRacing, right back to the MX-5 Cup days as well. They've been with us through that, through the Formula Renault 2.0 Challenge, through the F3 Cup, and now in the Formula Renault 3.5 Championship. And they have been front runners in every single one of those, and they are proving that once again by battling it out for the lead in this final race of the night, round one of the Formula Renault 3.5 Challenge, inaugural season for us in this car for Missed Apex iRacing. And this first race in this championship has been fantastic as well. We've seen drama aplenty as we see Jose O'Donnell here closing right up to James Gill, and he's about to find out how well James Gill defends a position, much to the chagrin of the likes of Carl Power and Danny Henney in the previous race. And here comes Mark Greenhow as well, trying to take opportunity on that as well, probably using some DRS down the back straight as well, but he'll have the outside line for the chicane. Got to get it done on the brakes, and does get it done on the brakes. Very nicely done indeed, and he moves up into 8th place. Meanwhile, Alexander Dobbelsberger, fastest lap of the race last time around, a 41.963. The gap now just 0.4 of a second, and he's going for the lead now into turn 3. This is not where we normally see the passes being made, but he's going for it here, and Ellis trying to keep his nose in, but he can't stop Alexander Dobbelsberger, who goes through into the lead. What an opportunistic moment. I mean, he saw an opportunity and just went for it. That was absolutely brilliant. But what's Ellis got in his pocket? If he's got some DRS saved up and he can keep within striking distance, he might well be able to get him back on the straight. Dobbelsberger certainly seems like the man with the overall pace, but has Ellis played this tactically? There is still a lap and a half to go, and things could change. But Ellis really dropped back quite considerably out of the Dunlop hairpin there. Dobbelsberger got a monster run up the hill, and the gap's almost a second by the time they reach the top of the hill at the highest point on the of the track. And actually, Ellis has probably got to keep his eye out for Gregoire Gomez now, who's only half a second away for second place as well. Heading back up the hill at the end of the straight. And it seemed like DRS wasn't being used there. This goes through the chicane nice and neatly. And no attack from Gregoire Gomez just yet. Only 1.4 seconds covers the top 3 at the moment as we move on now to the last lap of the race. And Dobbelsberger moving across. Not sure what that was. Joe, almost for a second there, I thought he was going to... thinking he'd won the race already, and I was about to say no, not quite yet. But it's getting very deep there into the first corner, and that has put Gomez right on his gearbox now as they head through the Mercedes-Benz Arena. This is where the lead changed hands last time around. Gomez not able to take opportunity on that, but he's really opened up the right-hander here. He'll have a bit of momentum as they head towards turns 5 and 6, but this is not really an overtaking opportunity as we ride on board now with Gregoire Gomez, looking to secure his first podium of the night as well. Coming down towards the Dunlop hairpin for the final time. It seems like Dobbelsberger's got this one in hand. He leads by a second. It's all about now whether can Gregoire Gomez make his way past Tim Ellis, who was leading up until a lap and a half ago. Can he make his way through into second place? He's got a great run up the hill here. It could well happen, or immediately Ellis with a great defense and Gomez getting his nose chopped off there. That was very close indeed to contact. They just about managed to survive. And now it is the momentum down the hill towards the straight we go. Has Gomez got any DRS here? Ellis with the perfect defense, and he's got himself the line into the chicane. It's going to be very difficult for Gomez to try and go all the way around the outside here, and he can't quite do it. Can he get the run out of the corner? Can Power get involved in this as well? Coming right down to the final corner. Meanwhile, Alexander Dobbelsberger gets out of that final corner, takes his first victory in the Formula Renault 3.5 Championship. Brilliant stuff. Tim Ellis gets second, and Gregoire Gomez, only just in the end by about 1/10 of a second, hangs on to the last spot on the podium. What a brilliant end to this first round of a new championship. All right, let's grab a word with our race winner. Alexander Dobbelsberger, we brought you into the commentary box. I mean, that was, can I just say, that was a brilliant move for the lead.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I didn't have a good race 1 or 2, so I tried everything to make it work here.
Yeah, I mean, that was redemption.
Yeah, definitely. I had a few problems with the DRS, especially in the first lap, the first race. But yeah, the guys gave it a really good fight. It's really, really hard to win here. It's getting harder every season, but it's great fun.
But you keep doing it, and I was reading the stats. You have the second most wins in the F3 Cup as well, with 7 there, and you've just taken the first in the Formula Renault as well. So, a good end to the night.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Brilliant
I'm
stuff.
looking forward to the season.
Good. I mean, you were really hunting down Tim there. You made a great move on Greg as well, and you just hunted down Tim at the end of that race.
Yeah, the move on Greg felt a bit dirty, to be honest, but it worked out.
Good. I mean, how have you found the new car? It seems such a different challenge to the Formula 3.
It's really, really fun. It's a lot harder to drive, but the battles are great. I think you've seen a lot on the stream already.
Yes.
The is so good. And yeah, it's just the next level of car.
Brilliant. Well, we look forward to seeing you out on track and enjoying those battles for the remainder of the season. Thanks for chatting to us, Alex.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's take a look at the results then from the third and final race of the night. As we see, Dobbelsberger probably going to do some donuts there, as he tends to do when he wins a race. But here are the results. Alexander Dobbelsberger takes the win from 8th on the grid. Tim Ellis in 2nd place there, with Greg Wild-Gomez just hanging on to the last spot on the podium from Kyle Power there at the end of the race. The gold class win going to Anil Singh in 5th overall, ahead of Matt Cook and Mark Greenhow, and our race 2 winner Jose O'Donnell, with James Gill once again taking the silver class honours in 9th place overall, ahead of his classmate Ryan Sedgwick. John Langan and Frick Smith, then Ivan Anderson. Alex Stromsma up to 14th in the end, ahead of Richard Molden and Lucas Raskovitz in 16th. Nick Alexander in 17th. Spanners Ready in 18th. Matthew Brittle and Alexandros Murifkani completing the top 20 there. David Hatton down in 21st in the end there. Not an ideal end to the night for him, as we see some of the drivers that we've been talking about so much, but the big one there is going to be Danny Henney, who was 34th. So we saw him coming to the pits. He must have had another drama later in that race, and that could be crucial in a few months' time when we come to the end of the season, because surely on the points we are looking at Kyle Power, the reigning champion, with the points lead, having had 3 top 6 finishes tonight. That is all from the Nurburgring in this opening round of a brand new era of the Missed Apex iRacing series. The Formula Renault 3.5 Championship continues on the 4th of August from one of our favorite racetracks in the world, the legendary Silverstone. We'll see you then.